Hello, Army. Welcome back to BTS News Hub. Today's episode is going to be one of the most exciting yet, because there's so much happening in the BTS universe. From Jungkook making history with his solo track to V stepping onto the baseball field in Los Angeles, and even stories from BTS's earliest days that continue to inspire millions. We're covering it all. So grab your headphones, make yourself comfortable, and get ready for a deep dive into everything BTS. Let's start with Jungkook, because honestly, he has once again shaken the entire music industry. His song 3D, featuring Jack Harlow, has now surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify. Yes, 1 billion. Just let that number sink in for a moment. When Jungkook first debuted as a solo artist, there were high expectations. But no one could have imagined that his debut single would reach such astronomical heights. This achievement places him in an elite group of artists who have crossed the billion-stream mark, a list that includes global icons like Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, and Justin Bieber. And now, Jungkook is right up there with them. What makes this so special is that 3D wasn't just any track. It was bold, different, and even a little risky. The funky R&B-inspired beat, the slick choreography in the music video, and the collaboration with Jack Harlow gave Jungkook a whole new artistic identity outside of BTS. Some critics initially wondered if it would connect with audiences. But the fact that it has now reached 1 billion streams proves that not only did it connect, it completely dominated. ARMY has been celebrating non-stop. Social media has turned purple with hashtags like hashtag 1 billion with Jungkook and hashtag golden MAKNAE legend trending worldwide. Fans are sharing emotional stories about how they've been part of Jungkook's journey since his teenage years. Many have pointed out that when Jungkook first joined BTS, he was just a shy, talented boy with a dream. Now, he is a record-breaking solo artist whose music is listened to by millions around the globe. It's a transformation that leaves people in awe. International media outlets are also covering the story. Rolling Stone, Billboard, even mainstream news platforms are highlighting this milestone as proof of K-pop's growing dominance in the global market. Industry experts are calling Jungkook the face of a new era in pop music, and they're not exaggerating. His ability to break into the Western charts, dominate streaming platforms, and maintain global popularity is something very few artists achieve, and it's all thanks to the foundation BTS has built with ARMY support. But let's pause here for a second and think about what this really means. 1 billion streams isn't just a number. It represents millions of people pressing play on a song because it makes them feel something. Whether it's happiness, motivation, comfort, or even just the urge to dance, 3D has touched people in different ways. That's the real power of music. It crosses borders, languages, and cultures. And Jungkook is proof that BTS's message of connection and love is alive in their solo work as well. Now let's move to another story that's making waves. V, also known as Kim Taehyung, is about to step into the spotlight in a whole new way. On August 25th, he will be throwing the ceremonial first pitch at the Los Angeles Dodgers vs. Cincinnati Reds game. This is a huge deal because the ceremonial pitch is a tradition in Major League Baseball reserved for special guests, celebrities, cultural icons, or people who've made significant contributions to society. For V to be invited shows just how far his influence has spread beyond music. When the news broke, ticket platforms were immediately flooded with fans. In fact, reports came in that thousands of seats were sold within hours, many of them bought by RMEs, who wanted to witness this historic moment in person. Imagine the sight. Dodger Stadium, one of the most iconic venues in American sports, filled with Army light sticks, glowing purple, all waiting to cheer for Taehyung as he walks onto the pitcher's mound. It's not just a baseball game anymore, it's a cultural event. Social media is already buzzing with speculation. What will V wear? Will he go for a classic Dodgers jersey? Or will he bring his own unique fashion flair to the field? Fans are joking that regardless of how the pitch goes, whether it's a perfect strike or a funny throw, it will instantly become legendary. 'Cause, let's be honest, Taehyung has a way of turning even the simplest actions into unforgettable moments. Baseball fans who may not know much about BTS are also curious. Some American sports commentators have already expressed excitement, saying that V's appearance could bring a whole new audience to Major League Baseball. This crossover is a prime example of how BTS has broken down walls between different industries. They're not just musicians, they're global ambassadors of culture. And speaking of ambassadors, let's not forget the story that continues to inspire millions. Jungkook's pre-debut journey. Before he became the superstar we know today, Jungkook auditioned for the Korean show Superstar K. Unfortunately, he didn't make it far in the competition. For many young people, that kind of rejection would have been crushing, maybe even the end of their dreams. But for Jungkook, it was just the beginning. Even though he didn't pass the audition, his talent didn't go unnoticed. In fact, 7 entertainment agencies reached out to him with offers. Think about that. 7. That's how powerful his potential was, even as a teenager. Among all those options, Jungkook chose Big Hit Entertainment. And the reason? Jungkook has said in interviews that he was so impressed by RM's rapping and presence that he decided Big Hit was the place for him. That single choice changed everything. Without it, BTS as we know them might not exist today. Fans love this story because it's the perfect example of how setbacks can turn into stepping stones. Jungkook could have given up after being rejected, but instead, he pushed forward, and now he's breaking records on a global scale. This journey resonates deeply with RM's, especially younger fans who are chasing their own dreams. It shows that failure isn't the end, it's just part of the path to success. As ARMY celebrates these achievements, many are reflecting on the group's overall journey. BTS started as underdogs in a small company with very few resources. They were mocked, doubted, and even underestimated in the industry. But through their hard work, talent, and the unwavering support of ARMY, they've become the biggest boy band in the world. Today's news about Jungkook and V is just another chapter in that story, a story of resilience, growth, and breaking barriers. International analysts are also noting how BTS's solo activities are keeping the group relevant during their military service period. Normally, when K-pop groups go on hiatus for mandatory enlistment, their popularity dips. But BTS is rewriting that narrative. Each member's solo work, from albums to fashion campaigns to television appearances, is keeping the BTS name alive and stronger than ever. Jungkook's billion streams and V's MLB pitch are proof that the brand of BTS is unshakable. Another aspect that fans are celebrating is the global unity that BTS brings. ARMYs from all around the world, Asia, America, Europe, Africa, are connecting through these moments. They're streaming together, organizing watch parties, and even flying across countries to attend events. It's not just about being fans of a music group anymore. It's about being part of a global family that supports each other. This sense of belonging is something very few fandoms in the world can replicate. All of this leads us to the bigger picture. BTS isn't just making music, breaking records, or appearing at sports events. They're shaping culture. They're inspiring young people to dream bigger, to believe in themselves, and to stay connected to each other. They've turned rejection into triumph, small beginnings into massive global stages, and individual projects into worldwide celebrations. As we wrap up today's BTS News Hub update, let's take a moment to appreciate what these stories mean. Jungkook's 1 billion streams remind us of the power of persistence and artistry. V's upcoming Dodgers pitch shows us how far BTS's influence has spread across industries. And Jungkook's pre-debut journey is proof that setbacks are just setups for something greater. Together, these updates show us why BTS isn't just a band. They're a movement, a cultural force that continues to inspire millions every single day. So ARMY, take pride in these moments, because they are your moments too. None of this would have been possible without your love, your streaming, your dedication, and your belief in BTS. You've been with them from the very beginning, and you'll be with them in every new chapter that unfolds. Thank you for joining us today on BTS News Hub. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest updates. And in the comments, let us know what part of today's news touched you the most. Was it Jungkook's billion streams, V's MLB pitch, or the reminder of Jungkook's inspiring journey from rejection to success? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, this has been BTS News Hub, keeping you connected to the group that has redefined music, culture, and inspiration. Purple, you always.